What are some gruesome facts about pregnancy or childbirth, postpartum that not many people know?
Nobody warned me that my insides would feel like they were falling out when I stood up the first few days after birth.
First trimester miscarriages are way more common than most people think. 1 in 4 pregnancies terminate before 3 months.
My wife's placenta wouldn't detach after the birth of our daughter, so the nurse just went up in there and got it out. I was oohing and ahhing over a new baby girl, and I look over to see someone damn near elbow deep, treating my wife like a sock puppet. It was so jarring. Mothers are so damn tough, dude. It's unreal.
Passing clots the size of rocks, and bleeding for weeks after.
Postpartum mental illness is a thing, and it can be horrific.
A short time before you give birth, anywhere from 1 to a few days before, you will pass a mucus plug, which is basically a giant loogie that dislodges from your cervix and falls out of your vagina. Somehow it's even grosser than you would think. When you birth your baby, you also birth the placenta. When the placenta detaches from the uterine wall, it leaves a raw gaping wound the size of a dinner plate that bleeds for weeks. Make sure you have lots of large maxi pads on hand. Everything smells like old ham for basically the entire first trimester and makes you constantly feel like you're about to vomit. It's like a hangover that lasts for weeks or months. Even things you loved the smell of before now smell like the dirty coins from your grandpa's car's cup holder. Some lucky women have this through their whole pregnancy, along with the resulting nausea and vomiting. Your baby will come home with a huge gnarly scab attached to their belly button. My boyfriend wasn't prepared for this one. Apparently, he thought that cutting the umbilical cord made it somehow detach from the baby right then and there. Nope. Big chunk of it stays behind, but will dry up over a number of days and eventually fall off.
The thing that frightens me the most is pelvic floor issues. Imagine suddenly no longer being able to control when you pee.
Sometimes it takes weeks to be able to stand up, sit down, walk again without a ton of pain. No one told me that the first time. I was so focused on how the actual birth might be painful, had no realization that for over a month afterwards I'd be in danger of burning to death if the house ever caught fire because I could barely walk.
After birth, I sweat so much at night that I would wake up soaking wet from head to toe for the first week or two.
The leading cause of death in pregnant and postpartum women in the U.S. is homicide.
Contractions don't finish after labor. You have the afterbirth pains to look forward to when your uterus returns to its usual pre-pregnancy size.
The Latin word for cake is placenta.